Come on, let's go to the house.
Come on, to the house. Let's go. To the house.
Okay, dude, let's do it. Okay, this is just a little test here. This is Renee from BU VanLife. That is Shack Island, and this is Brent from Brent's VanLife. Can you say something like really funny and stupid, and just so I can have a blooper?
Peace, man.
Careful, he is a killer. Okay, he's trained. Hey everybody, it's Brent from Brent's VanLife, and this is episode 3 of VanLife Chronicles. I have here with my dear friend Renee from BU VanLife. You got to check her out right down here, BU VanLife on YouTube. And this is, our main dude here, the dude. Today we're going to have a little chit chat with Renee and find out, well, some van life stories from her. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I don't know if I have too many exciting van life stories.
Do you know, I want to tell you something. Everybody in the last 5 years of me being on the road, the people I meet, they all have a story. You just have to ask the right questions.
Absolutely.
And I hope I can find those questions for you. How long have you been doing van life for?
Coming up just over 3 years.
Just over 3 years.
Yeah.
Wow, and you're based out of
Kamloops.
Kamloops, and where's that?
In the interior of British Columbia.
Oh, it's cold up there.
Yeah, it can be. Can be very cold. And
It's
very
a desert.
Warm. Yeah, it's semi-desert.
Yeah.
Semi-desert area.
So you spend most of your winters up there. This is your first one down here?
My first winter down here.
Oh, back to this portion of VanLife Chronicles. I do like that name. What do you think about this new?
I think VanLife Chronicles is cool. It's kind of catchy, and people seem to like it by reading all your comments.
Yeah, no, there is a very positive vibe going on, and I think it's something new that we should actually look into, because we've done the old. Everybody's done the van tours, right?
Yeah.
And had questions about van life, but you never get to see the guy behind the camera.
True.
And I think when we get more relaxed and sit around and just BS between two colleagues or two people from the community that me and Renee met last summer.
Yeah. We met at Bruce's meetup in Calgary.
Yes.
That was our first time.
Was that last summer?
No, it was the summer before.
Summer before.
So my first summer officially. No, I guess my second summer. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we met Bruce VanLife Jr. We're gonna try to hunt him down. He's here on the island somewhere. Anyways, he had a little van life gathering. Met Mark the Pink guy.
Yeah. You got it.
Yeah, we all ended up going down there and hanging out, and what were you doing in Calgary?
I just took a trip up because we planned a meetup.
We?
Bruce and I.
Oh, I thought maybe you had worms.
Yeah, I was kind of dragging my butt.
I had an itchy butt, so I had to get on the road. Found out it was just weed.
I left snail trails everywhere.
Right? So, how long have you been down here for?
Oh, it's coming up 2.5 months.
You've been on the road for 2.5 months.
I have been, yeah.
Just and all here on the island, basically, too, eh?
Absolutely, yeah.
How long did it take you to get down from Kamloops?
Here for 2 months. Easy.
Oh, I have bad hearing and I'm old. Remember, you guys? Well, poor old Brent. So you've been down here on Vancouver Island for 2 months. First time.
Yes.
3 years in a van.
Yes.
What have you done on Vancouver Island? I guess you covered all the main spots, I'm guessing.
Oh, I haven't really done a lot. I feel like I could see so much more, but I've gone inland a bit. I'm just away from Nanaimo, a couple hours each direction, no more than that.
Gotcha. One thing I found, like when I travel on the road, was I do research, right? Because I want to find weird stuff or the best stuff, and I'll just pump it into Google. Best place to fish, best place to camp. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I'm like the weird guy, or like I'm like, what's the weirdest thing about this town, right? And then they'll send you to somewhere weird because that's kind of stuff I'm into. I like ghost houses and haunted houses and just weird stuff. So that's what I kind of do when I'm doing that. But here on Vancouver Island, there's so many wonderful things we can see. This is what's known as the hub city. So we are in the center of the island. Not the center of the island, but the center of the populated areas on Vancouver Island. 2 hours north is Campbell River, and 2 hours south is Victoria, which are the populated areas here on the island. Have you been to Campbell River?
No, I haven't. I've been up to Port Alberni.
Beautiful.
Up that way. I can't even remember the campground that I went to up there, but
Sprout Lake. No? Small one or big one?
I can't remember.
She's
I can't give away all my secrets yet, 'cause
That's
I
the
have
one.
some in the bank, right?
The funny thing is, a lot of people will not share their locations, and
No, I like to share my location.
I don't understand why they don't. It's
I
like
do.
they're public places.
Yeah.
I've had the knock when my first week of van life, right? And it was my fault. I parked right in front of the sign. I couldn't see the sign anywhere that said no overnight camping because it was behind my van, so I couldn't see it. No, that was
I
so
haven't.
silly.
Unfortunately, I haven't had a knock yet.
No.
And hopefully I won't. And if I do, it would truly be a mistake like that too.
What's the most fun you've had doing something while you've been doing van life? What have you done that's like blew you away? Like where did you see something? Did you do something? Like what's something that like it's crazy that you never thought you'd do in your life, but you get into van life and like a whole new life begins.
Well, I think the most exciting thing for me is just discovering what's out in nature because, I mean, although I've grew up in the nature, I never took the time to really observe my surroundings. And I just find that things out in this world are pretty amazing and pretty incredible.
Hold on a sec.
Yeah.
Hold on a sec. I watch your videos.
Mhm.
I've never ran into ice cold water before.
And that was going to be my next
Oh, tell them.
I've always okay, I'm going to back up a bit. When I came back from Africa,
What?
You've
been to Africa?
Yeah.
How long you in Africa for?
13 years.
Wow.
13 years, yeah.
Where? I guess South Africa.
East Africa.
East?
Yeah. Kenya.
Oh, wow.
The Pearl of Africa.
Wow. Is that where, what's his name? Idi Amin Daba? There's 2 A's, 2 D's, and 1 gun?
Don't ask me. 1 gun. It was, needless to say, coming back after 13 years, it was a culture shock, the cold for one. Okay. And I swore that I wouldn't step into a lake or an ocean or anything in BC again. Yeah. Because it was so cold. But since I've been hearing all this great information about going and immersing yourself in cold water and how beneficial it is for you, I thought, well, I'm going to go try it. And surprisingly enough, it was pretty amazing. And wow. I would suggest anybody do it. Even though I suffer from arthritis really bad, it actually made my bones feel warm again. So wow. It was really that great, and I will do it again.
Okay. What do you think of this place? This place here is called Piper's Lagoon. Up behind me, this is Renee's van up behind me. Parked next to her is the ever lovable, the one and only, the famous Van Ma Ruth. Hopefully I'm going to stick my little camera into her thing there. Hopefully, we'll see what she says. She's not a social media kind of person, but hopefully I can get one story out of her. So stay tuned for that. But you have a, what year is that?
2006.
An '06
Ford E250.
Ford E250?
Yeah.
So 3/4 ton.
And a Triton.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people don't know that stuff, eh?
Yeah.
150's half ton, 250's 3/4 ton, 350 is 1 ton. Did you know that?
Yeah. I do.
Wow, you're pretty good. I like it. So cold plunges here on the island. How many times have you done a cold plunge?
Twice since I've
Twice.
been here. And I want to do one here. Eventually, I'm going to come here and do it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I,
Hopefully before.
not this guy. No.
I'm thinking
There's not a
about
hope in heck for me to do that stuff. Check this out. Is that not peaceful looking, eh? Is he going for crab or salmon?
I don't know.
Or just a ride, maybe. So a little history that I do know about this lovely young lady is she had a knee operation, like what I'm waiting for. Did you have that in your, well, you were van lifing, didn't you?
I sure did. I sure did. Yeah.
And how was
And,
that?
well, I went into a home like you are right now, preparing.
Old folks home?
No, not old folks. I had a friend that took me in, and for my time that I recovered,
Nice.
it was hard. The hardest thing I did, but the best thing I did at the same
The
time.
knee operation, not
The knee
moving
op-
into the house.
Not moving. Yeah, moving into the house. Yeah, it was. I wanted to get into my van again, but
I'm not there yet. I've only been in for about 2 weeks now. And I find how simplistic life is living in a house. But we're talking van life.
yeah.
Give me one last big story about van life. Like, what's great about van life?
Well, I found for me that being in van life it helped settle my nervous system down. It just changed my whole demeanor of health in my body and everything, because I was stressed in sticks and bricks, and the world is so like go 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 go.
Right?
This kind of pulled me back and pulled the reins out and said, "Hey, take it easy." And it has taught me to be more open to see what this world is all about. And there's so much out there to discover, and you can just have a different view every day, and that's amazing in itself.
We were talking earlier about us being minimalist. Like, literally, you're used to leaving a stick in the bricks and you have all this crap. Most of it in storage, right?
Yeah.
But we don't have storage anymore.
No.
And quite frankly, to pay for a storage room to put all my crap in just didn't make sense to me.
Nope.
But then I just realized that we're minimalist in even our habitual stuff that we do in our vans.
Yeah.
So it allows us to get out and do exactly that.
Yeah.
See new things, really appreciate things for where they are, what they are, and we're not like stuck in that same little rat race of. Luckily, we're old enough to be here, but
Yeah.
we're blessed, I think, in a way.
Like for me, I know that if I was in sticks and bricks, there's no way that I'd have been able to see all of this and even spend this amount of time here on Vancouver Island at all.
You were telling me about being stressed out and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Now what's it like?
Chill.
Yeah,
Pretty
get up.
chill. The only thing I sometimes have to worry about is, depending on where I'm parking, if I'm in the city, I have to maybe get up a little bit early to get out of the parking lot.
Yeah.
But that's about
or where to put our poo bags. Really, thank you very much for coming out today.
Thank you, Brent.
In the freezing cold. It's almost freezing 0 degrees. I think it's 2 degrees here right now, which is 4 plus 32 is 36 degrees Fahrenheit. I have to do that for those Americans south of the border, because they watch us too on difference, van life. Okay. I'm gonna see if we can go talk to Ruth for a sec. Okay.
Let's sneak up on her.
Let's sneak up on her. Hi, Ruth. We're here to make you popular once again.
Say it is not so.
I keep watching this.
I'm inside Van Ruth mansion. So Ruth, how long you been in here for?
It'll be 9 years in May.
9 years in this little minivan. I'll show you a picture on the outside. Wow.
It's a long time. Longer than any house I ever lived in.
Where are you from?
From Calgary.
And that's where you live?
Yeah.
And it gets cold there.
Just a little bit.
Oh, you guys are crazy. How'd you get into van life?
So my daughter and I went to Iceland in September of 15 and rented a camper van. And I thought, a little crowded for two, but one could probably live in here. And by May of 16, I was full-timing in here.
She got the bug and it
Yeah.
bit her hard.
I put furniture into storage for 2 years because I thought, what if I hate it?
Yes, I did the same thing.
Set up house and home again if I need to.
Yeah.
And after 2 years, I thought, why am I even paying for storage? So
we were just talking about that, eh?
Oh, were you?
Yeah. Because I did the same thing.
Yeah.
Like I moved all my stuff to Alberta.
It's the right thing to do.
Right?
Because you don't know if you're going to love it.
You're not sure, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. And you still got a lot of years left to be van lifing.
Touch wood.
Touch wood. Oh, beautiful. This must be from Bruce.
Bruce's dad.
Bruce's dad builds these. They're beautiful.
Yeah.
My little friend here, she's not a social media hound like me, so we're going to leave her be and we're going to say peace,
Love,
and granola. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's been a slice, and we'll catch you on the next episode of Van Life Chronicles.